I'm Erik Averink. I'm a partner at Newion Investments, and the other great thing was during lunch when Arjen was so kind as a professional event organizer to tell me we don't want a standard pitch. Maybe I should have told you before, so I threw away what I had. I thought I have to stay on the family theme. Apparently that's the next hot thing after social and mobile. I have to talk about passion, and I have to break the VC confessionary cycle. I know we're here in church, but I want to put a little bit of pressure back to you entrepreneurs, because otherwise it's going to be a little bit too easy today. About me. As my Italian friend said, you're not born a VC. Actually, my VC career started in a bar very late when I was out of excuses and out of money not to work. And somebody said, well, I know this company and you could maybe interview there, which turned out to be Gilde, one of the VCs here in Holland, which I joined in '93 and stayed for 11 years, had a great and rewarding time to invest in technology companies across Holland, Europe and the US. Had great successes, great failures, met a lot of driven entrepreneurs that built their companies. Then I joined to a firm here in Holland, a software firm called Newion. And what all of you entrepreneurs will like, when a VC comes to join a firm, actually it turns out that you can't do anything basically. You can't do marketing, you can't do sales, you can't do finance, you can't do development. So are we totally hopeless and useless? Well, actually there was a role, and the role turned out to be the strategy of the company, and particularly the proposition and the market orientation of the company. And in 5 years we managed to build Newion into the leading company in its space, with 30 million in revenues and 5 million in profits. And when we sold the company, I was early 40s, and then had to think what I'm going to do. So obviously the first thing is to think about cars, and I had my friend Ivan to help me on that. But the next thing was actually to find out what do I really like. And my own passion is actually to help other people, entrepreneurs, build their companies. And I recently joined Newion when we closed the new fund in April, which has that same exact passion. Let's move to you. So I'm here, we're here to help you. And the first question is, do you actually need help? And I think some of you don't, either by luck, by skill, by how things happen. You just run through and build your company and be successful. Others actually need a bit of help. And what you're usually not particularly good at, you're long on vision, long on drive, long on energy, long on product, long on technology, but sometimes a little light on strategy and market orientation. So what are you actually selling to your customers in the perspective of the companies, in the perspective of the customer? And that's, I think, actually where we like to help you to actually go through the early stage phase, which I define as finding those combinations of propositions and markets which will actually allow you to achieve that famous hockey stick. I think where we can find each other is that all of us want you to achieve that hockey stick. The interesting question is, why doesn't the hockey stick happen? And in our view and our experience, in many times it's because you haven't found a combination of product, proposition and market that will actually allow you to scale it both in the Dutch market as well as internationally. And I think that's where we can help you. We can help you make decisions. We can help you get focused and disciplines. And also, all of you are very busy day to day, so it's actually hard for you guys to get out of the operational field and think about how we're going to build this company. That's what we like to do. And maybe to finish on a slightly lighter note, there's a famous Dutch book which is called I Always Get My Sin. For those of you that don't know it, it's not about the oldest proposition in the world, which you would expect in Amsterdam. It's actually the unique Dutch contribution to the English language. And it's fairly unique, so I really recommend for all of you to read it. But I would like to actually summarize what we want to do at Newion in the I Always Get My Sin way. So what we look for actually are tall undertakers. We understand that your business of growing your company is not always rose smell and moonshine, but all craziness on a stick. We actually are not dirty of making a lot of money with you by selling our companies at the head price. But seriously, we're actually open for business and would like to build your company with you. Thank you.